Grand Rising. And thank you all for joining us on this Wednesday edition of the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. I'm Naima Latif. And if you have been worried about the news lately, we want to talk to you because there's no need to constantly be upset and angry and fearful. You can choose what you want to see every day. And we're going to give you some options that we hope you consider so that you can enjoy experiencing the daily news. We'll be right back in just a moment. Stay with us.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution.
Yes, this is the Female Solution. I'm Naima Latif, and as always, we appreciate you joining us for another day of insightful, impactful information that you can use to start your day and perhaps even transform your life. Information is readily available every day from a device you're carrying around in your hand, your cell phone. And if you are one that is constantly scrolling, if you're one that is always seeking out that latest TikTok video or Instagram post or who's going live on Facebook, then you're consuming the new media that is really impacting the way we live our lives. Information is instant. And so your responses are going to be instant as you experience life happening as if it's happening to you, even if it's across the world. It's so easy to be influenced by what you see and hear. And we want to just bring you this short message to remind you of how many people are watching some kind of electronic device every moment of every day and how that impacts your decisions. Think about it.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody: friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, child care services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.
6 billion people. Think about it. 6 billion people are using their cell phones, their computer laptops, their iPads, absorbing information every day. And they make buying decisions based on the information they're receiving. So the question is, are you being Well, of course, we don't like to think of it this way, but brainwashed by bad news. What did you get up and watch this morning? What was the first thing that you saw when you picked up your cell phone? What was the first thing that caught your eye? And think about how it made you feel. Did it change your mood? Did you go up or did you go down? Did you laugh or did you feel like you wanted to cry? Are you watching what's happening overseas? Did you find out how many people died in another country as a result of a disaster? Or how many people are suffering as a result of a state of war and conflict? Or how many people are sick and diseased? And did you then feel fearful as if it could happen to you? Well, it isn't. It isn't. And yet, your moods are being changed as if it were. Every day, we're choosing to listen to information that's affecting us emotionally and therefore physically. When you listen to something or watch something, you experience it as if it's happening right now. That's the magic of movies. You're experiencing life even though it's all pretend, and you're going through the emotions that the characters in the movie are going through. And of course, a good actor or actress can make you feel their emotions vicariously. That's why they get awards for acting, because they can help you experience what they're experiencing. So as you watch news events, and these are real, but they're just happening somewhere else, but you're experiencing it as if it's happening to you right now. And as a result, you are feeling the emotions, the sensations of those who are going through whatever the situation is, as if it's happening to you. How many people were in a state of such high anxiety during the COVID years? How many people were feeling that any moment they might get attacked by a germ? And how many people were frightfully walking around with masks, afraid to get too close to someone, can't shake someone's hand, can't give anybody a hug, terrified of a germ? And every day, as you listen to the death tolls from this disease, did it ever occur to you that those same numbers existed for things like pneumonia, flu, and other respiratory illnesses that were already pervasive? And did it ever occur to you that the numbers of people dying from regular things such as heart attacks, cancer, were even higher than those that were dying from COVID? Did it ever occur to you that no one you knew in your household was suffering from COVID? Therefore, there was no reason for you to be in a state of panic. Now, there were some real deaths from COVID that did happen. But if you're constantly being told about people dying from something, you're going to feel that it's imminent, that it could get you too. So when you hear about deaths or attacks from robbers, from people who are involved in gang violence, from random bullets, from some of these school shootings, when you hear about that, how does it make you feel? Especially if you have a child in school. It's not to say that one should stick one's head in the sand like an ostrich and pretend like things aren't happening. But what you choose to focus your attention on is going to affect you emotionally, and your emotions affect your physical body. And so you could literally be watching things that are making you sick. And it's a choice because there are so many outlets of media right now because the internet has made it possible for us to share information all around the world. And our devices have made it possible for us to receive information at our fingertips everywhere we go. So, why make choices to constantly be in a state of fear? Why make choices that bring anxiety when there are many content creators on the internet, social media, and YouTube, which is even available to pull up on your television set? Why make choices to hear the worst information that will upset you and keep you in a state of anxiety when you have a choice to tune in to information that can empower you, inspire you, inform you, and motivate you to live your best life, to achieve that which would bring you joy? There are more people who are doing good deeds, kind acts, acts that enhance lives of others, people who are doing acts of kindness. There are people who are doing that more than people who are doing harmful acts. Why tune in to the worst to make you feel bad and to give you the impression that the world is unsafe? Why are you choosing to do that? Well, it is a form of brainwashing, and the intention is to keep your energy low, to keep you in a state of sadness, to keep you in a state of fear so that you can be manipulated. And who wants to manipulate you? People who want you to spend money for things that you don't need, but fear that you must have to protect yourselves. People who want to keep you from using your own power to determine your own life. People who want to keep you in a state of dependency so that you never think of organizing with like-minded people like yourself to provide for your own safety and security in your own communities. As long as you feel fear of imminent danger, you remain in a permanent state of flight or fight or flight or freeze, which then keeps you frozen and unable to think and properly respond. So, what you choose to pick up and look at on your cell phone in the morning is going to determine the mood with which you start your day. And it determines what kind of experiences you create for yourself based on what you're ingesting. And if you're ingesting something that frightens you, you're going to feel disempowered and vulnerable to attack. And you won't be thinking clearly. And you'll be easily manipulated. So, what do? You discover alternatives. the media alternatives that are right at your fingertips. But if you're unaware, then you will continue to be manipulated by those who want to keep you in a state of fear. Well, we want to bring you something that's going to take you out of fear and back into a state of empowerment, taking control of your life, choosing to live in the kind of world you want to experience by tuning into that which is giving you the insight as to the reality that really exists and not the reality you're being made to believe exists by listening to bad news. We're going to take a break and come right back and introduce you to the online network of Associated Internet Radio hosts, On Air, and the On Air Global Media Network. We'll be right back after this quick break, and we want you to stick and stay. Don't stray away. We'll be back in just a moment. We want to greet our global family who is joining us from all over the world. We'll be right back.
We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, Palestine, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all. Join us live on the On Air Radio Network. Call 727-731-5192. We want to talk to you.
Yes, we do want to talk to you, and we want you to talk to us too. You have an opportunity to talk to people all across the world using the power of the internet. And as a result, you don't have to guess what is happening. You don't have to fear what's happening. You don't have to fear those who are different from you because they look different. You don't have to be manipulated into seeing someone as your enemy because you can find out what they say from their own mouths. That's the power of this communication device that we have, these cell phones that make it possible for us to communicate instantly, globally. And so, if we know that good news is more prevalent than bad news, why would we choose to tune into the bad news that others are projecting about others to make us feel unsafe and insecure and powerless? Why would we choose to do that when we can make other choices? So, the online network of associated internet radio hosts, on air is the acronym, provides a global media network where those who are sharing information may be able to reach out and touch those from other parts of the world and give them real insight. And we're so grateful that our hosts that are on 7 days a week are part of that network of sharing and uplifting and even reaching out across the water to other countries and giving us real insight as to what's happening. And we want you to make informed choices when it comes to who you choose to give your mind to. Who are you choosing to allow to influence you? So you have an opportunity to do something that will make you feel better. And rather than keep listening to people who are making you feel that war is happening in your living room and you can't escape, you can choose to hear the voices of those who are enlightening you with impactful information that helps you understand so that you can make an informed choice, whether it's about your personal health and well being, if it's about your economic condition and the financial situation that you want to have control over, if it's about your personal relationships, whatever choices you're making, there are people who can give you insight and help you make choices that will empower you to transform your life and shape it in the way you want it to be. So let us share with you the on air global media network that gives you a chance to connect with content creators throughout the world who are giving you positive information. And of course, you know, we have a wonderful team of hosts on the on air radio network, and you can tune in, listen in, and call in, as we said, 727-731-5192, and we can talk to you, and you can talk to us too, and give your views. The on-air TV network. Of course, you can pull it up on your TV screen, the YouTube channel, and hear an array of shows from sports to concerts to important political gatherings. The on-air magazine gives you some digital news, photos, as well as video interviews and personalities that you have enjoyed meeting over the years, and the on air radio TV guide. And this, of course, is a guide that is what we recommend that you choose your programming. And we want to share with you some of those content creators from around the world. And you can simply go to onaireverywhere.com to get a taste of those who are committed to bringing you empowering news every day. Because we are global transformers and we want you to subscribe to the channels on the recommended Internet Radio TV Guide and start your day with Internet radio and TV shows that can uplift your mind. We want you to follow the Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, and websites of the Voices of Enlightenment that we've recommended, because the online network of associated internet radio hosts encourages presenters from across the globe to share and inspire with the information they have. And they are from different countries, cultures, ethnicities, languages, and religions. But these are content creators who have chosen to use the internet as a powerful tool of expanding your awareness. And this is a lot different than someone who is frightening you every day with bad news. And if you are tired of being frightened by bad news every day, then simply go to onaireverywhere.com and follow those YouTube channels, Facebook pages, and podcasts from these voices of enlightenment, because they can enlighten you and empower you. And if you are tired of feeling disempowered, then we advise you to look at those channels that can change your mind. And when you change your mind, you will change your reality. And it isn't difficult to make a better choice when you realize that a better choice exists. And as long as you are choosing to allow yourself to be frightened, then you're going to feel bad when you watch the daily news. But you don't have to. You can most certainly choose to be inspired. And that's what the Voices of Enlightenment on the On Air Global Media Network bring to you. So we're going to take another quick break, and we're going to come back and bring you some of those voices and some of the stories that are shared in the On Air daily news that you can use to bring you hope. We'll be right back after this quick break, so stick and stay. Don't stray away. We'll be back in just a moment, so stay with us.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also three sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three black moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Three Black Moms.
And we are back. You're listening to and watching the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. I'm Dr. Naima Latif, and I am so pleased to bring to you some alternative news today, because there is always alternative news available. And if you are willing to listen to something that makes you feel better instead of worse, watch something that will give you a feeling of hope and empowerment, then you can choose to listen and watch those who are making a difference in the lives of others with the programs that they are sharing with you every day. So we want to introduce you to the on-air radio TV guide. And let's first bring in a couple of comments. We've got some comments from our listening and viewing audience, and we're so grateful for those of you who join us daily, because we are in fact giving you an alternative, something that you can choose to experience. And when you make a choice, then you're not being manipulated, and you are choosing to listen to information that is impacting you in a positive way. So this is the recommended listening and viewing guide. And these programs, of course, and there are many around the globe who are producing enlightening programming, but these are just a few faces, and we just want you to tap on the face of these, some of who you've met on our shows, but they are committed to presenting content on the internet that transforms thought and changes the way we view reality. So rather than us believing that we are powerless, we can take back our power. And rather than us following a system that keeps us fearful and acting like sheep led to the slaughter, we are able to make choices in our best behalf. We are able to see the power that we have and use it. And so when we're able to do that, then we will see our lives change. And this is why it's so necessary that we not be guided to negative news every day, and that we choose what empowers us. News every day. And we know that our daily hosts introduce guests that share information. And these are content creators that do the same. Those who have written books and are empowering us with a new way of taking control of our health and well-being, of reaching beyond our limited space to contact those of higher mind and information and inspiration, those who can see beyond the limitations of our current political systems and see a new earth that we can create with our own decisions to simply work together. So we want you to go to onaireverywhere.com and go to the On Air Radio TV Guide. Just tap that page and you can tap on the photos. And we've got some wonderful people here that some you have met, of course, some who've been hosts with the Female Solution, Jody Susan, Viata Robinson, Wanda Carter, and those who've been guests on the show, and of course, Kareem Mead, who's been a co-host, and some of these faces that you know, and some you may even have followed. But we urge you to follow their programs, and rather than listen and watch those daily shows that give you fear and fright, we want you to follow these voices of enlightenment, because they will change your experience. They will change your perspective, and they will remind you of the power that you truly have, so that you can face your day with a sense of purpose. We want you to go to onaireverywhere.com, and you will see a difference in your daily experience by simply making a choice of what you're going to allow into your mind every day. So let's share some thoughts from our global family. And of course, we appreciate those who join us, and we certainly appreciate Zelda Robinson, who says, self-education programming is the best because you choose what you allow into your private, sensitive portals of our bodies. And yes, that is exactly what you're allowing. You're allowing that information into your body, and you're impacting it. And of course, we appreciate the fact that These are people who understand the power of information. And Viata Robinson, one of our voices of enlightenment, says, Grand Rising, looking forward to the Peace School. Yes, yes, that is up and coming because we are, in fact, transforming the way we teach our children and introducing the New Earth Homeschool Academy online. And we invite you to prepare your mind so that you can teach your children a new way. And we're going to show you a bit about that. And of course, we're excited because we get an opportunity to see the change as it's happening. As always, we want you to be a part of the change as it's happening. And of course, Zelda Robinson says, Grand Rising, sis, honored to be a part of reprogramming our consciousness to our advantage. And yes, she is with Monday morning mindfulness every day. And she says, thanks for reprogramming our minds for the good of the planet. Ashe. Yes. So these are people who are making a positive difference in the world. And this is why it's important for us to choose to make a difference in our lives because we have the power in our hands. And with the On Air Global Media Network, we can choose those content creators from around the world that are inspiring us. Now, for breaking news, every day you can hit button and go to the On Air Daily News. And we've got some exciting stories every day that you can experience because one of the wonderful things about the internet is that it gives you a chance to see what's happening everywhere. And it gives you a chance to discover what others are doing so that you can feel a part of their lives. But this is why we share the good news. And On Air Daily News is a place where you can discover what's happening and choose to be a part of it. Choose to be a part of the people who are, in fact, feeding the hungry, clothing those who need clothing, people who are helping others enhance their lives. You can find out what they're doing and choose to be a part of it. So we know that there are many who are, in fact, doing good deeds. And we're going to share a few of those stories with you when we come back from this quick break. And we just want you to stick and stay. Don't stray away. And when we come back, we'll share some of the good news from the On Air Global Media Network. Give you a bit of daily news that can make you feel better. We'll be right back from this quick break. So stick and stay. Don't stray away. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody. Friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, child care services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.
Yes, you have an opportunity to join the 6 billion people from around the world every time you pick up your cell phone. And of course, you do it every day. But we want you to pick up that cell phone and choose to tune in to something that will make you feel better. And we want you to choose to go to the on-air daily news. That can certainly give you some daily insight. Just click the button that says from all around the world. Stories of those who are having a positive impact. You certainly can choose to be uplifted and inspired rather than full of despair and sadness, because you can choose people who are others. So this is the choice that you can make every day. And you most certainly have a chance to share that information. So let's take a look at one of the stories, and you can scroll down and see some of the stories that will make you smile. Recently, Rainbow Push had a free food giveaway, and it was a success because hundreds and hundreds were fed. Many of those stories that are shared by some of our hosts that can inspire you. And you can go directly to the On Air Daily News. Just go to onair.dailynews.com, and you can be inspired by the stories of people who are making a difference in the lives of others. You can be inspired by people who have overcome challenges. You can be inspired by people who are creating new financial systems that free us from dependency on a banking system that excludes so many of us from access to wealth. You can be inspired by people who are giving us new ways of healing and self-care so that we are not succumbing to a sick care system that robs us of our money and keeps us dependent on pills and prescriptions that really don't make us better, but just make us addicted to pharmaceuticals. We can choose information that is impactful, those who are sharing their knowledge, those who are sharing their wisdom, those who are producing programs that are empowering people and recognizing people and giving them understanding. And as you can see, these are stories of hope. There are things happening around the world. People are choosing to come together in peace and end war. And we don't know about it if we're not looking at the positive things. Children are connecting overseas with their counterparts and learning about each other's culture. So we are seeing a whole new world unfold before our eyes if we simply look for it. We don't have to live in fear of our neighbor because our neighbors truly are desiring what we're desiring, a better life. And so we want you to get a daily dose of uplifting news. Go to the on-air daily news and you can hear right there and see for yourself some of the powerful, impactful stories of lives, and even those who have transitioned. We can honor the work that they have done that has made a difference. So when you see what's truly happening in the world and you see that the world is not falling apart, or as they say, going to hell in a handbasket, you can appreciate the stories and the interviews and the insight of those voices of enlightenment that provide so much daily inspiration. So we know that there are alternatives, and we want you to experience those alternatives so that you can know that there are better things happening. So let's just take a look at one of the stories, and we want you to feel the impact of people who really do transform lives as a way of life. This is what they do. And if you're aware of those who are making a difference, sometimes you can choose to join them, because that's a choice that you can make to be a part of the change that you see, and to know that there are many who are changing lives. And this, of course, gives you a chance to change the world from the way it is to the way it should be, something we say every day on the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. This is an interview with one of those who was part of that very successful effort of bringing food to hundreds and maybe thousands of families who have been food insecure. But now we know that when we work together, we can help each other. So let's take.
Well, I'm Pamela Davis from Rainbow Push Coalition, and food insecurity is a big deal. And it was a wonderful partnership with the Latter-day Saints. And we are honored to be a partner with them on this great food drive. All over the country, people are needing of resources, and we just want to thank God that we're able to provide a little help to our fellow citizens in Chicago.
How were you able to get all the volunteers that helped with this effort?
Well, Push has been known for their volunteer corps. You know, we're not funded by any other organization except for donations and kindness. And so we just relied on our partners and our friends in the community to come help out. We just have tremendous volunteers.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for the effort.
Wow, thanks. Join Push.
Yes.
Yes. And this is why we share with you those stories that remind us that the world is a better place. And we're making it a better place every day. We have the power to do that. And we need to use our power. We need to use the power of our choices to decide what we're going to listen to and watch every day. We have a choice, and we always can choose to be a part of the positive activities that are happening, as opposed to sitting around and lamenting about how horrible everything is. It's a choice that we're making every day. So when we choose to make a difference, then we see the difference happening. And we see that there are those among us who are not sitting around waiting for someone to give them permission, but they're taking matters into their own hands. And this is what intelligent people do. They take matters into their own hands, and they recognize that they have a free will. So use your free will to make choices. Use your free will to decide what you're going to put in your mind. Use your free will to listen to those who are empowering you with news and information that can change your life. And we want to remind you, of course, you can go to the on-air radio TV guide. And you can also go to the on-air radio network. And we remind you that every day we're bringing you programs that will certainly impact your life. So we want you to listen to and watch those shows from our team of hosts every day. And let me, before we go, just bring up that team of hosts that you need to hear from every day on the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. And every day you're getting a dose of information from our hosts, starting with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda, and Tuesday is Sada, and Wednesday, of course, here I am. Thursday, Mama Africa with Mama Africa's House, and Friday Cinnabella with Coffee Break with Cinnabella. So here we are, our weekly lineup, and you can always hear our replays on our Facebook, YouTube channels, and also you can go to thefemalesolution.com, and every host has a Facebook page, YouTube channel, and social media platforms where if you've missed their shows, you can hear it in their archives. So we invite you, of course, every Saturday. We've got rotating hosts. First Saturday with Zana, with Global Talks with Zana. Second Saturday, we're on again bringing you world peace, news of world peace with our organization HWPL. And then, of course, on our Thursday, you can move around with Deborah, hear all about traveling around our wonderful world. Fourth Saturday, the Global Virtual Teens, Tweens, and Tots Contest. Talented young people from across the world. Fifth Saturday, you hear from Mama Joy as she invites you to walk in your divine authority. And on Sundays, you can see some powerful things enacted around the world with From Seed to Systems with Cicely. So here we are, our wonderful hosts. Join us every day. Start your day with impactful information, and you will not be feeling powerless anymore. This is a choice that you can make every day of what you want to put in your mind. So there's no need to be brainwashed by bad news. Simply choose the good news. Be empowered, and you will see a change in your life. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Naima Latif, and thank you to my wonderful team of hosts, as always, bringing information that is transformative and enlightening. And thank you to all of those who we've included on our Voices of Enlightenment, because you have, over the years, been producing content on the internet that is changing the world, and we want you to continue. We thank you all. And may you use the power of this device in your hand to empower your mind. I'm Naima Latif, and we'll see you back again tomorrow on The Female Solution. And we want to add our statement from Zelda, which says, feeding people not only calms the hunger, but changes the trajectory of life for a minute before the next food insecurity experience. Absolutely. Because that person might choose not to rob someone because they've been the recipient of someone's generosity. Makes a difference. And our sister from Higher Learning Network also says, it also puts miles of smiles on the faces of those in need. Most don't know eating has become a bad habit. Yes, it can. And when you eat just because, and you eat the wrong things, but the less you eat, the better the body heals faster. And sometimes fasting is necessary. So you want to heal fast? Fast. Well, this, of course, from our sister who feeds the hungry every week. And thanks to those who help in that effort. And go to her Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can find all the hosts' Facebook pages, YouTube channels, and connections to podcasts on social media. Just go to thefemalesolution.com. Thanks to all of you, and we appreciate you. And until tomorrow, we want you to continue to shine your light. Join us tomorrow for Mama Africa's House. See you then.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, Dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, ngiyabonga. Senegal, jareh. Kenya, asante. Israel, toda. Pakistan, shukriya. Afghanistan, tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.